Olori Mariam is in a very big hot soup. From what we are hearing, allegedly, they said the parents of Dr. Elizabeth, now they have seen with their eyes why QueenNaomi have insisted that she is not coming to that palace unless the wives of the king leave the palace. Ever since all of this thing started, we keep hearing that Dr. Elizabeth's mom has been advising QueenNaomi to go back to her husband's house, that is where she belongs, that she cannot run away from all of these women because they are married to the king and they don't want her around. That the moment she moves into that palace, that they are going to be living one after the other. They said the woman have been trying everything to convince QueenNaomi to return back to her home. Even her daughter too has been trying, But QueenNaomi keep insisting that she prefers her son's safety to any marriage. What a good decision. Is indeed a very good decision. So, and maybe these people, especially Dr. Elizabeth's parents, they might be seeing it that QueenNaomi is very stubborn. QueenNaomi is still angry with the king, this and that, not until recently. We do know that they said Dr. Elizabeth had a minor accident right there in the palace. And the mother and the father, they came to visit her, to know how it happened and all of that. And through investigation, they find out that it was somebody who planned that. But thank God the person did not achieve his or her aim. Then they said these people came to the palace and warned the king to be very careful, said a lot of things that they're supposed to say as a parent who really wants their daughter's safety, and even encouraged the king to get more security and all of that the palace is somehow porous, that how can that be happening in a very big palace like Ooni of Ife's palace. My people, they say after these two, the couple, visit the palace, on their way back to Lagos, hey, something happened. And this thing that happened have made them to change their narrative about QueenNaomi returning back to the palace, even their daughter staying in the palace. Right now, information reaching us is that they said when they were going back home, they had series of spiritual attack, and it was very clear to them that it is a spiritual attack. As a matter of fact, the mother said the last one that made her to start shivering, if not that she's a Mountain of Fire member, she for start to dey fear. They said that one, she was in the bedroom that particular day. It looks as if the person was too close to her and the person pushed her down. You can imagine that. So they said they were kind of, is this what these people are passing through in this palace? Yeah? What kind of palace is this? Full of evil people. Recall that when their daughter entered that palace newly, there was this situation of sleep paralysis, a visitation of incubus and succubus. While she will be sleeping, they will be visiting her, making her to be afraid, commanding her to leave the palace and all of that. I don't know, maybe they thought their daughter was making it up just to be staying with her husband then. I don't know. But this one that they experienced, hasn't. They said it have changed a lot of thinking about them, so that they visited the palace again and tell the king that if Mariam, maybe they have gone for their investigation and they found out the real source of some of these troubles, especially the spiritual attack and all of that. They said they told Ooni of Ife that unless Mariam and Ronke leave that palace, that their daughter will not be in the palace again. My people, this is wahala for Mariam. Serious trouble for her. The kind of buzz that Mariam is receiving these days, I'm sure she never planned for it. She did not see it coming. They said Laide Badmus is from this other side, blasting her, telling her that it will never be well with you. They said Laide laid a curse on Mariam, telling her that you can never enjoy that marriage, that you see frustration, that you'll be frustrated out of that palace in due time, that she will make sure of that. Hey. And right now, Dr. Elizabeth's parents have come with their own decision, that their daughter will have to leave the king until the palace is cleared off, until the palace is safe for her. Because from the look of things, it is very clear that the palace is not safe. And that is now that they see why QueenNaomi have insisted that she's not returning back to that palace. Because ever since they have been pleading with her, they are seeing it as if this pleading has become so much. There was a time we heard that the mother told, as in Dr. Elizabeth's mom, told QueenNaomi's mother to advise her daughter that Ooni of Ife is a king. There is no how he cannot marry as many people as possible. And it has happened, that she should go back to her husband. That is a good advice, so, you know. But QueenNaomi sees in the spirit. She understands the spiritual war in that palace. And that is why she is insisting that she's not coming back, especially with her son, knowing fully well that that baby is their target. You see, Prince Tadenikawo, it is their target because they see her as the reason why they are not enjoying their marriage. So right now, the bcos that is out for Mariam, I don't think she will be able to withstand it too. I don't think she is going to withstand it. And the worst part of it this time is that, you see the king, you know, they look her face again. No? And I bet you see now that it has gotten to the point that Lizzy too will have to leave. One thing we notice is that Ooni of Ife have fallen for Lizzy too. The two most important women in his life right now is QueenNaomi and Dr. Lizzy. And Dr. Lizzy's own is because Dr. Lizzy showed him support. Dr. Lizzy gave him full support. She's always there for him. As a matter of fact, let's not forget that they said Dr. Lizzy is his personal doctor right now, medical doctor. So, and it's Dr. Lizzy that will always be there when he calls. Especially now that QueenNaomi is not close. So if you take away Dr. Lizzy from Ooni of Ife right now, you have taken away a very precious thing away from him. And he's not going to allow that to happen. Instead, he will make sure that Mariam leaves that palace. What a prayer answered. My people, you see, what goes around comes around. When you are fighting people, when you are fighting innocent people, what will be fighting you will be fighting you. They said Dr. Lizzy's parents, they are not joking, no, that they are very, very serious about it. That if the king will not make Mariam to relocate, find another place to stay, that their daughter is going to leave that place for them. It's not even a problem, you know. So the best thing for them to do right now is to make sure that Mariam and Ronke them leave the palace with immediate effect. Anyway, guys, I want to remind you, they are all alleged information. Okay, always bear that in mind. And please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, okay? And turn on the notification bell, and please give my video a thumbs up. By so doing, you'll be setting me up for recommendation. Please, I beg you, okay? Thank you so much. My God will bless you. Bye for now. Love you guys.